It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility. It's important to clarify that this isn't about seeking revenge, but about preserving your own tranquility.